2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 5. But you, be watchful in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, fulfill your ministry. Tonight our skit theme will be fulfill your ministry. Luxury, laughter, and lavishness. But little did she know, her heart was missing something far greater than gold.
Oh, Ashley, have you heard about the new Gucci bag? We must go buy.
Have you changed your car? What about Tesla?
Only got small scratch, so I changed it. So I bought new Lamborghini. You want something? I got my black car today. The treat is mine. Let's go.
And they all laugh and agree. Suddenly, Ashley notices a pastor preaching on the street outside the mall. She becomes curious and steps out to listen.
Come to Jesus. He still loves you. For the gospel and the good news are for all of you. There are souls waiting to hear the good news. And the Lord is calling each one of us to fulfill our ministry.
In this moment, Ashley's heart is stirred. She realizes that her wealth and luxurious life mean nothing compared to the call of God. She decides to attend the pastor's church to learn more.
There are still fields to harvest. God is calling you, young and old, rich and poor, to go where the gospel has not been heard. Are you willing to go? Will you leave everything behind to follow Him?
Ashley had never thought much about ministry or missions. She had everything she wanted. Yet, the pastor's word cut through her comfortable life and pierced her soul. She couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to life than what she was living for. While Ashley was in confusion alone in her room, she finally comes out and approaches her parents. Ashley was initially reluctant to approach her parents, knowing how they might react. However, she gathered her courage and went to speak with them.
Mom, Dad, I need to talk to you. I've been thinking this in my mind, and I want to go to ministry and preach the word of God to the village where the gospel is haven't reached. Mom, I want you all to allow me to go. I'm tired of this life. I don't know what am I living. I know I have so many things, but I don't want to live this life. I want to go for ministry.
What? Are you out of your mind? Why would you throw it all for this?
We have worked hard for you to get this job. Ministry in some village? Absolutely not.
Mom, Dad, I know. I have money, I have job. But I want to live. I'm not happy. I hear God's call me. So whether you agree or not, I must go. I hear the voice of God telling me to go for ministry. I'm sorry, but I must go.
Ashley faced strong opposition from her parents. They couldn't understand her calling, but her resolve was firm. She chose to follow God's voice rather than comfort of her wealth. Arrival to Compoundpur. As Ashley arrived in Compoundpur, a very small village where most of the residents were poor, they mocked her. When she attempted to share the gospel, they refused to listen. On her way back, suddenly, she was mobbed by thieves, taking away all her belongings, leaving her with nothing. The fields were tough. The people were hardened by life's struggles. Ashley faced hunger, exhaustion, and rejection. But she pressed on, knowing that her ministry was not in vain. Despite this, she remained steadfast in her faith in God and continued to pray for the people of Compoundpur. While Ashley was praying for the people of Compoundpur, she helped them and taught the children the goodness of God. And suddenly her old friends, her young and rich friends who once mocked at her, visited her once again, questioning her what is she doing in the poor village. While Ashley was trying to convince them, she prayed for her old friends who once laughed at her, trusting that God would work through her faithfulness. Through Ashley's perseverance and prayers, the village of Compoundpur and her old friends began to change and see the goodness of God. People came to know Jesus and the small fellowship grew stronger every day. While Ashley was teaching the people in the village, suddenly a mob entered the village, were angry at the growing faith of the villagers. They attacked the believers. Ashley is beaten and left seriously ill. Even if they were persecuted and faced a lot of pain and sufferings for the glory of God, their faith remained strong. While Ashley was teaching the villagers, suddenly Ashley's health deteriorated. She started coughing and prompting her to go to the hospital. And as she faints, the villagers started to question among themselves what had happened to her. And as they were in confusion, they decided to take her to the hospital. And as they reach the hospital, the doctor comes and checks up on her, the condition of Ashley. While the doctor was checking up on her, suddenly the doctor gave an unsettling news to the villagers and Ashley, declaring that she had severe illness which could potentially take her life. Upon hearing this, Ashley and the villagers of the compound were shocked, but she remained steadfast in her faith in God, praying. Her body grew weak. She was surrounded by the villagers praying for her. The villagers, once strangers to the gospel, had now come to care deeply for Ashley because through her they had seen the love of Jesus. Ashley's condition worsened and she passes away. Ashley's life came to an end, but her ministry did not. Through her sacrifice, the villagers had come to know Christ. Her death was not in vain, for the seed she had sown in the hearts of the people had taken root. And though she had left this world, her ministry was fulfilled. The harvest had come. The road to fulfilling God's call is not easy, but it is worth every sacrifice. True wealth is not found in material things, but in bringing others to Christ. Even in the face of persecution, faith can transform hearts and change lives forever. Ashley's story encourages each one of us to be faithful laborers in God's harvest.